Danny Rogers joins us now from DetroitLions.com, Lions team reporter. What's happening?
Nothing
you ready?
much. I'm
you
ready.
have a nice break? You ready for back
I've had
business?
too much of a break. We're ready to go.
You're ready to go. Well, the story last time we were here was about that secondary and not who they didn't have, but who they did have when the game ended. You dove a little bit deeper into that.
Oh, yeah. Detroit's Week 7 matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers included going up against quarterback Baker Mayfield, who probably looked at his receiver, Emeka Egbuka, and said, hey, you've got a guy named Nick Whiteside covering you. I'm going to throw you some touchdown passes. Oof, did they learn who Whiteside is the hard way. He didn't give up a single catch to Egbuka. He had 3 pass breakups. And the best part about all of this, Whiteside is a hometown kid of the Detroit Lions. He's from Auburn Hills. He's living a Cinderella story right now. And now all the NFL offenses have to be on high alert if Nick Whiteside checks into that secondary.
In Week 7, Monday Night Football in Detroit, the NFL world learned who Nick Whiteside is, and this is your hometown team. You're from Auburn Hills. 3 pass breakups against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What was your mindset in terms of attacking your assignment and going in and stepping up when your number was called, Nick?
Just staying ready. Just all week, just staying ready, whether I got reps or didn't get reps. Just, just showing the guys that, I could be dependable and just pretty much build off what I did during training camp, honestly. So
You played at Avondale High School, went on to D2 Saginaw Valley State, where you met your best friend, Trevor Nowaski.
Yes, sir.
Short stint with the Commanders, then you went to the UFL, finally back home to Detroit. How do you possibly describe your football journey?
It's been a long one, some long nights, some days of, questioning myself whether I wanted to continue it, but, God makes no mistakes. God kept me level-headed and made sure I kept going. And, my support system, my family, my loved ones was making sure that, just keep going and, hopefully something was shaped and my agent as well. So, yeah.
You were cut by Detroit coming out of training camp, didn't make the practice squad. Then about a month passes, Detroit calls you up, they sign you back to the practice squad. What did that 1 month look like of waiting around?
A little bit of a shock, but wasn't, I kind of was preparing for both sides, but I just went back to work and just kept going at it, kept trying to get better, and just hopefully whenever someone will give me an opportunity, whether it was a workout or sign me, that I'd be ready. And then I think the most important thing was making sure that I was in football shape, doing extra stuff, so that way, I get back out here, I'm not cramping or doing, not doing all the, right stuff on the field. So I just went back to work. I was working out at Impact Sports with Jim Cavasso, so yeah.
What were mom and dad's thoughts, their reactions as they're watching you Monday night inside Ford Field back down every ball that came your way?
They was excited. I mean, they've been excited since training camp. Just just being here for the home team, and I think it's just been a blessing. So that way, my whole family can be here. But they thought I played out of my mind. But it's just it was the right opportunity, the right time, to where I was able to display a glimpse of what I can do. I feel like I got much more to go, and and that's going to come with hard work and dedication.
Pretty cool. And there's some ties there between him and Lions offensive coordinator Johnny Morton.
Fun fact, Nick Whiteside was a receiver coming out of high school. So the man he looked to was Johnny Moe, who had already been in the league, done his whole coaching cycle. I asked Morton about it this past week. He's like, to be honest, I was already catching up on the last offensive drive. I didn't see any of his plays, but his story reminds me of myself. So Coach Morton is a huge fan of Nick Whiteside.
All right, good stuff, Danny. Check out Danny on DetroitLions.com all week long as she provides coverage of the team. Check us out when we come back on the other side. Much more on Lions Game Day Live as we get you ready for the Lions and the Vikings here at Ford Field. Time now for the Big Cat of the Week, brought to you by Pet Supplies Plus. In the Lions' Monday night victory over Tampa Bay, Jahmyr Gibbs rushed for 136 yards, including a 78-yard TD run in the second quarter. He also caught 3 passes for 82 yards in the 24-9 win. Off the bye, he gets the honor for 2 weeks. Jahmyr Gibbs is your Pet Supplies Plus Big Cat of the Week.